This is Deputy Guggisberg. It's a reference to St. Johns County Sheriff's Office case 25 OFF 004827, Mr. Ross versus. Can you tell me your name, please?
Linda Carnall.
Can you tell me your position? Can you tell me when this incident started around about?
Around November, middle to end of November.
Last year? Last year?
Yes,
2024?
2024.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you tell me about this incident? Is it the same incident that's carrying over until the now moment of incidents?
Yes.
Can you tell me more about the incident that occurred in November?
So the student, the teacher came into the room and there was a N-word written on the board. The teacher called the parent and said, hey, I think that it may have been your son because he's sitting right there, but I'm going to turn it over to the deans. And so we did an investigation. It was unfounded. Nobody said who wrote anything. No consequences were given to the kid, and the dad took that as we were racist and bullying his child.
Okay. What was the result of that? So it was unfounded with the student. So the student itself did not receive any school discipline. There was no trouble issued.
No school discipline.
Okay. And it was documented by a student aide to the teacher type issue?
Yes. But then when we called other witnesses down, nobody could say that they saw him do it.
Okay. Was that the end of that issue at that time frame? Because that was November?
That was November. Dad did have some exchanges with Allie.
Okay.
Via phone so that she could follow up with what we did. Then she followed up with an email.
Okay.
Because he wanted to know what happened to the teacher, what consequences happened to the teacher, and that's not, for confidentiality purposes, something we can share with him. So he thought nothing happened.
Okay.
That really escalated him.
Okay.
And then there was another email directly, I think it was to me, but whether it was to me or not, I did respond. I said, hey, pretty much this is over. I'm sorry you're still upset, but we've done all of these pieces. We're done.
Right.
And that was before winter break.
Okay.
And then we didn't hear anything from him until, was that 2 weeks ago?
So this is May, so
Tuesday.
the end of April maybe?
Yes, like April 29th, I believe, was the date that he put this website live.
Okay.
And everything started going out through that and Facebook, and he's been doing TikToks, and he has emailed me. I've actually told him he sent some pretty nasty emails to my staff, so I sent him an email and said, you will not be able to talk to my staff because all he did was cuss and call them names.
Okay.
It was very vulgar. And I also told him I would only respond to civil requests about his student. He then responded with a vulgar email that had no questions or requests about his student, calling me a fucking pussy, a fucking bitch, a piece of shit. Those were just specific to that email.
Right.
And then it's just, and then we had another email this weekend.
Okay.
Similar kind of stuff. There's no question in there. There's no request about his student.
Okay. In these emails and these live streams, have you seen his live streams just for the mere purpose of evidential value? Because where does he stand normally?
He stands across the street from the school on the other side.
So the sidewalk?
Yes, on the sidewalk across the street from the school. So I stopped going out and doing any afternoon duty because it's gotten pretty hostile. He's now yelling on a megaphone.
Mm-hmm. What is he yelling when he yells?
It's almost like he's calling us out. Specifically Friday, he was like, Linda Carnall, where are you? Mm-hmm. Come out here, you fucking cunt.
No.
And he's yelling that on a megaphone. And we still have students in the building.
Right. So around what time do you think that was Friday that he started yelling across the street?
Probably a little after 2, maybe like 2:10.
Okay. And school gets out, just for the record, around 1:50. Mm-hmm. And we are still doing traffic until at least 2:05, depending on traffic on. So he's out here yelling. And did anybody else see this outside on Friday?
Yes, my maintenance manager was out there on Friday. I believe it was the crossing guard or the PSA. I can't remember which one. Cynthia Casper.
Okay. And I will end up talking to her today, so that's it. I need to know the effects that this is having on you. This has been ongoing for a couple weeks.
Yes.
A trespass warning has been issued to him, so he's not allowed on the school property, which he obviously knows because now he's got a megaphone and he's screaming across the street. So besides yelling obscenities and vulgarness across the road, how is this affecting you here at work, affecting you at home? Does this have any effect on you at all?
He's escalating, and the things he's saying are meant to be threatening and intimidating while he's not coming out and saying, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to kill you. That, I believe, is his intention with the words he's using. Right?
Okay. Now, the things that he is saying out there, so besides cussing and trying to call you out, is he using obscenities directly towards you, or is it just open air general, I'm using cuss words?
Sometimes it's directly to me.
Okay.
Like on Friday, he said, Linda Carnall, you fucking cunt.
Okay.
On the megaphone.
On the megaphone.
Sometimes it's just general ranting and cussing. He calls out people's names. He'll call out Allie. He'll call out Mr. Stoner.
Okay.
And then there's all the stuff he's posting on Facebook.
Social media stuff.
Yeah, social media.
Okay. Have we had issues with the child since the father's been out there? Is there like a repercussion that the child's acting up as well? Do you have any of that experience?
No, he hasn't started acting up because of that.
Okay.
He's nothing that is out of the ordinary to him.
Okay.
Right? Some basic school boy behavior.
Yes.
Nothing amped up, but I do know he was not here today.
Okay.
And Dad did say in one of his posts that he wasn't going to send his kid back here.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to say before we end videoing? No?
No.
Okay. That ends today's video.